Hey there, everyone. So I decided to pop on because soon I'm wanting to post a new Zack Snyder movie ranking. And so with the release of the Rebel Moon director's cuts, I wanted to release this ranking definitively because Rebel Moon has been like a really big Zack Snyder project according to like his, background and whatnot. It's been like one of this like these stories that have like stuck with him for a long time, just never made into a movie until now. And I wanted to make this video because I am conflicted on Rebel Moon. So this story has for some reason stuck with Zack Snyder for a long time, and I can kind of see why in the director's cuts. It's pretty cool, interesting story. And I know, backstory about it, like going to Disney as a Star Wars project initially, and then years later now being its own thing at Netflix. And how Netflix has really screwed up this whole thing, making the two PG-13 cuts, which I did not make videos about because I simply did not feel like talking about those two movies being massive, massive disappointments. But the director's cuts, I actually really dug. I kind of love the part one director's cut, and part two, I really, really enjoy. Part one specifically, I think it really adds in a lot more character depth. There's an entire opening sequence that was completely removed from the PG-13 cut that added a lot more background for a specific character and actually made me like him a lot more because it was pretty important to the plot. We just had like no reason to like him at all before. And so now we get like this whole background about this dude, and then also added on to that, there's a lot of blood and a lot of gore. So even though it's CGI blood, I could care less. It's still awesome. It's badass. So there's that. And also, part two, I will say, it's not great, but it's actually pretty solid. I really like the part two director's cut. I know a lot of people didn't. I can kind of see why, because some Snyderisms I can get why people don't like. There's slow-mo shots of people farming, and I get why people would find that boring, but I don't care. I think it's cool. I don't know. Action is awesome. The characters are actually like really good this time around, and there's some, main negative, there's just some really unnecessarily added scenes into it. Like there's this whole scene where the robot voiced by Anthony Hopkins, Jimmy is his name, he goes out and like beats up these Ravagers, and like I don't really get the point of that scene. I didn't understand it a whole lot, but I mean, I guess it was cool. There was some bloodshed, so yeah, there was that. But I mean, overall, part one would probably get like a 4 out of 5 for me, and then part two would probably get a 3.5 out of 5. I thoroughly enjoyed both of them. I'd actually watch them again, even though it's like a 6-hour total runtime. I think it's like 6 hours and 15 minutes or something like that is the total runtime. But I don't care. It's awesome. I thoroughly enjoyed the director's cuts, and yeah, I still think that Netflix fumbled the bag with their plans for this series, doing the PG-13 cuts and then releasing the R-rated cuts, which is Snyder's true vision. And yeah, some can argue there is some really big faults in Snyder's true vision, but like, I don't care. At least we got his true vision and got his idea across, unlike the PG-13 cuts, which kind of just like destroyed the entire reason of those movies existing. So yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed these director's cuts. Let me know what you guys thought of these movies down in the comment section below. And actually, did you prefer the PG-13 cuts to the director's cuts? Let me know. And yeah, stay tuned for a Snyder ranking coming soon. So yeah, peace out. Hope you guys liked the video. Subscribe for more. And yeah, I'll catch you guys next time.